realized we need Juicy, but they came back to me with a real contract because the first contract was nothing.
Carlos King is back in the headlines, but this time it's not just about another reality show. It's about power, control, and a comeback nobody saw coming. And right at the center of it all is Miss Juicy, the voice, the energy, the personality that fans never truly forgot. But here's the twist. This isn't just a reunion. This isn't just another show filled with laughs and viral moments. Something deeper is happening behind the scenes. Something that involves old wounds, quiet betrayals, and stories that were never fully told. Because when someone like Miss Juicy disappears from the spotlight the way she did, people notice. They ask questions. They start connecting dots that may or may not make sense. And when she suddenly reappears, not alone, but alongside Carlos King, it raises eyebrows, big ones. Now fans are wondering, is this a genuine comeback story? Or is it something else entirely? A calculated move, a chance to rewrite history, or maybe even settle old scores? Because if you really pay attention, this new show isn't just about entertainment. It feels personal, and the deeper you go, the more complicated it gets. To really understand why this moment feels so intense, you have to go back. Back to when Miss Juicy wasn't just a familiar face on TV. She was a force, a personality that couldn't be ignored. She brought humor, confidence, and a kind of realness that made people feel like they knew her personally. She wasn't just playing a role, she was being herself, and that's what made her stand out.
Me to bring the show to life.
What lie were they trying to expose?
Like somebody had a fake boyfriend.
From her unforgettable one-liners to her strong presence on screen, Miss Juicy became one of those rare reality TV stars who could steal a scene without even trying. She didn't need drama to be interesting. She was the moment. And over time, she built a loyal fan base that supported her through everything. But behind all that laughter and confidence, things weren't always as smooth as they looked. Reality TV has a way of showing only part of the story, the polished version, the edited version, the version that keeps viewers entertained but doesn't always tell the full truth. And for someone like Miss Juicy, who gave so much of herself to the screen, that can come with a cost. Because while fans saw the fun and the humor, there were whispers behind the scenes, talks about tension, creative disagreements, moments that didn't make it to air, situations that felt bigger than what viewers were allowed to see. And then, suddenly, she was gone. No big farewell, no clear explanation, just silence. For someone so visible, that kind of disappearance didn't sit right with people. Fans started asking questions. What happened? Was it health-related? Was it personal? Or was there something deeper going on behind the scenes that nobody was talking about? Then came the news that shook everyone, her serious health scare. It wasn't something small, it was life-changing, a moment that forced everything to stop. And in that moment, the focus shifted from entertainment to survival. She wasn't just a TV personality anymore. She was a woman fighting to recover, to heal, to find her way back to herself. And for a while, that's where the story seemed to end. Quietly, gently, without the noise and chaos of reality TV.
Girls, really, they didn't know me, but they had animosity towards me. The reason why they had animosity towards me, because behind the scene, when they would have private talk or, before the show started, they thought I was a bad person because this is what they was being told.
But what nobody expected was what would happen next. Because just when it seemed like Miss Juicy had stepped away for good, Carlos King entered the picture. And that changed everything. Now, let's talk about Carlos King for a second, because his name alone carries weight in the reality TV world. He's not just a producer, He's someone who understands how to create moments that people can't stop talking about. He knows how to take real-life situations and turn them into must-watch television. But with that reputation also comes controversy. Some people admire his work. They respect the way he builds shows that keep audiences hooked. But others, they're more cautious. They've seen how quickly things can go from entertaining to explosive under his direction. They've heard stories about how far producers might go to create drama. So when news broke that Carlos King and Miss Juicy were working together, it didn't just spark excitement, it sparked questions. Because on the surface, it looks like a powerful collaboration, a respected producer teaming up with a beloved personality for what could be a major comeback. But here's the twist. Insiders are saying this new show isn't just about moving forward, it's about looking back. And not everyone is ready for that.
You and the other Little Women acting,
See, here's the deal.
you felt like Miss Minnie became jealous of you.
I didn't think that she was trying to be like me, but I wasn't seeing it. I was blind to it.
Behind the scenes, there are whispers that this new project will dig into parts of Miss Juicy's journey that were never fully explained. Her exit from the spotlight, the relationships that changed, the moments that hurt, the things that were left unsaid. And if that's true, this isn't just a comeback show. This is a truth-telling moment. But truth, especially in the world of reality TV, can be complicated. Because whose truth gets told and how much of it actually makes it to the screen? That's where things start to get messy. Because while some sources claim that Miss Juicy now has more control over her story, more say in how things are presented, others are not so sure. They're wondering if this is really about empowerment, or if it's just another carefully crafted production designed to pull viewers in. And then there's the cast, because no reality show thrives without other voices, other personalities, other opinions. And from what's being said, this new show will bring in people from Miss Juicy's past, some supportive, some not so much. Old friendships, old tensions, old misunderstandings, all coming back to the surface. And not everyone is coming with good intentions.
My word,
When your contract was up,
I didn't have one.
wait, what?
God bless you.
Wait, so for 14 years,
God bless you.
There are already rumors of uncomfortable conversations, emotional confrontations, moments where things go from calm to chaotic in seconds. And if even half of what's being said is true, this show could turn into something much bigger than anyone expected. Because when people who share history come back together, especially with cameras rolling, things don't stay hidden for long. Secrets come out, feelings resurface, and sometimes the truth isn't easy to hear. But what makes this situation even more intense is the timing. Miss Juicy isn't the same person she was before. She's been through something that changed her perspective on life, her priorities, her sense of self. And stepping back into an environment that thrives on drama after everything she's experienced, that's not a small decision. That's a risk, which raises an even bigger question. Why now? Why choose this moment to return? And why do it in such a public, high-pressure way? Some believe it's about reclaiming her voice, taking back control after years of being part of stories she didn't fully own. Finally having the opportunity to say, this is what really happened. Others think it might be something else, a chance to remind people who she is, to rebuild her brand, to step back into a spotlight that she never truly lost but hasn't fully controlled in a long time. And then there are those who think this could be a double-edged sword, because while this show could elevate her, it could also reopen wounds that were never fully healed. And in reality TV, once something is out there, you can't take it back. That emotional weight is what makes this whole situation feel different. Because behind the cameras, behind the production, behind the drama, there's a real person who went through something life-altering, someone who had to fight to recover, to find strength again, to rebuild her confidence. And now she's choosing to step back into a space that once took so much from her. That's not just bold, that's personal. For her family, for her close friends, this comeback isn't just about entertainment. It's about support. It's about making sure she's protected, that she's not being pulled into something that could harm her emotionally. Because they've seen what she went through. They know how much it took for her to get back to this point. And while they want to see her succeed, they also want to make sure she's not sacrificing her peace for the sake of a storyline. And that's where the emotional tension really builds. Because on one hand, this is a moment of power, a chance for Miss Juicy to stand in her truth, to take control of her narrative, to remind the world why she mattered in the first place. But on the other hand, it's a reminder of how fragile that power can be in an industry that thrives on conflict. And as the premiere of this new show gets closer, the energy around it keeps growing. Fans are excited, curious, a little nervous. They want to support her. They want to see her win. But they're also watching closely because they've seen what happens when reality TV goes too far. They've seen how quickly things can shift from empowering to overwhelming, and they don't want that for her. But here's the thing. Miss Juicy isn't the same person she was before. She's stronger now, more aware, more intentional. And if she's stepping back into this world, it's probably because she believes she's ready. Ready to speak, ready to face whatever comes with it, ready to take control in a way she couldn't before. And maybe, just maybe, this time will be different. Maybe this won't just be another reality show filled with arguments and dramatic moments. Maybe it'll be something more, a story about resilience, about growth, about a woman who went through one of the hardest moments of her life and chose not to disappear, but to come back stronger. Or maybe it'll turn into something nobody can control, because once the cameras start rolling, anything can happen. And that's what makes this so unpredictable. So now, the real question is, will this show finally give Miss Juicy the chance to tell her truth the way she wants? Or will it pull her back into the same cycle of drama that once pushed her away? Either way, one thing is clear. This isn't just a comeback. This is a moment. And whatever happens next, people will be watching.